Yo, this is Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder, and you're watching Dante's Boxing Nation, baby.
Hello everyone, welcome to Dante's Boxing Nation. This is your host, Aki. Dante gave me the opportunity to post extra content on his platform, so I'm grateful for that. Feel free to subscribe to my channel on the description box below, and while you're at it, subscribe to Dante's Cooking and Travel Nation, and let's get straight to it. Y'all must have forgot, but I didn't forget how great Roy Jones was. He was the most gifted fighter of all time, in my opinion. However, whatever he stated about Errol Spence is definitely not true, because Errol Spence is the truth, and he did prove that already. But Roy Jones came out on an interview stating that Errol Spence haven't proved much, and for him kind of to gauge Errol Spence on how well he will do versus a Terrence Crawford, he has to see how well he performs versus a Shawn Porter. And before I get to what Errol Spence had to say responding to Roy Jones, I must say Roy Jones have been a little iffy lately. I mean, whatever he been saying has kind of been fishy, even about the Deontay Wilder situation when he got asked what you think about Wilder versus Fury. And he responded by saying, why they don't fight each other right now, and kind of blaming both of them when he knows damn well it was Tyson Fury who turned down the rematch and went and ran to ESPN to fight a fighter that's ranked number 63. So all I'm saying is, tell it how it is. The way Roy Jones was outspoken in the past is that how we want Roy Jones today. You know, till this day, Roy Jones switched his tone. He don't tell it like it is no more. You know, and I made a whole video on that. I might put it in the description box, but y'all can go and search it up. What Roy Jones had to say about Wilder and Fury, and I talked about it. But what he had to say about Errol Spence not being proven, now that's a completely different story. Because I remember when Roy Jones got interviewed and he was asked what you think about Errol Spence versus Mikey Garcia. And Roy, shockingly, he said that Lomachenko versus Mikey Garcia is a harder fight for Mikey Garcia. Like, are you freaking serious, bruh? He's trying to say that Lomachenko is a harder fight for Mikey Garcia than an Errol Spence, even though Mikey Garcia had to move up 2 weight divisions and all that. So if Lomachenko's such a beast, tell him to fight Terrence Crawford. Tell him why he ducked Terrence Crawford at 137 when Terrence Crawford told him, hey, I'll fight you at a catchweight at 137. And Lomachenko and his team said absolutely not. Terrence Crawford the number 1 pound for pound, and he too big. Just like that. But you believe that Mikey Garcia will have an easy time fighting an Errol Spence than a Lomachenko? A guy who lost to Salido and then even avenged his loss? A guy that turned down a Manny Pacquiao fight? That guy? You think Errol Spence is that sweet? So after he said that, I kind of looked at Roy Jones a little different, because at the end of the day, he ain't been telling it like it is. And after what Errol Spence did to Mikey Garcia, who you thought that was kind of a close fight, according to him, he should give more credit to Errol Spence, because Errol Spence didn't just beat Mikey, he outboxed him the first 6 rounds. Then he beat him up the last 6 rounds. And if Mikey Garcia let his hands go, he would have definitely got stopped. Errol Spence threw like 1,000 punches that night and showed a different dimension to his game. He showed that he got plans A to Z. I mean, Errol Spence was doing so many things to Mikey Garcia. Mikey Garcia couldn't even catch up. As soon as he catch up to one thing that Errol Spence is doing, Errol Spence already did like 20 other things, like throwing different type of punches, throwing Mikey Garcia off from inside fighting, outside fighting. His jab was lethal, his left hand, his body work, his defense, etc., etc. So how can you say that guy, Errol Spence, that the way he defeated Mikey Garcia, the way he stopped Kell Brook, the guy who beat Shawn Porter, let's not forget, Kell Brook beat Shawn Porter. Errol Spence beat that guy. And you gonna tell me that haven't showed you enough? Dominating all these top level fighters to this point, getting ducked by Timothy Bradley, Keith Thurman, Pacquiao, Danny Garcia, even Shawn Porter in the past. However, you gonna tell me that Errol Spence haven't done enough? Now, it's one thing if Roy Jones in the past came out stating that, look, man, Mikey Garcia got to move up 2 divisions. He only fought 2 times at 140. He's going to have a hard time versus Errol Spence. I see Errol Spence stopping Mikey Garcia in the first minute of the first round. If Roy Jones said that, and then Errol Spence went and outboxed Mikey Garcia the way he did, and he still feels that way, I will sort kind of understand where he coming from, right? However, when you said that you believe Mikey versus Lomachenko is a harder fight for Mikey than an Errol Spence fight, then you should give more credit to Errol Spence for winning the fight the way he did, and the way he made the way he made Mikey Garcia look amateurish in the ring. He made him look like an amateur. He made him look like a tomato can. He made him look so basic in the ring. Just throwing 1-2, looking like Mikey Garcia don't know what he's doing, and throwing Mikey Garcia timing off because he was doing so many other great things. And a guy like Roy Jones with his talent, he knows more boxing. He forgot more boxing than I probably know about boxing. So he sees what I see. I know that for sure, and probably even more. So if that's the case, then you should give Errol Spence more credit, not less credit. And I don't even care if Roy is loyal to HBO and ESPN. He don't work for ESPN. That's one thing. I don't care if he likes Terrence Crawford or not, because he ain't talking about Terrence Crawford. He's talking about Errol Spence. And at the end of the day, Roy Jones didn't even get the credit he deserved when they came out with the best 25 fighters for the past 25 years. They put him on number 7. Can y'all believe that? Roy Jones, he should have been on the top 3, period. And the reason why I say that is because no one beats Roy Jones in his prime. And I mean no one. From 154 to 175. He smokes every fighter out there. I don't care who it is, what fighter in history. Roy Jones in his prime, he beats these fighters. So they didn't even give Roy Jones the credit he deserves. So he should know how it feels for a fighter not to be given his credit. And to not give another brother his credit, that's kind of wrong on his part, in my opinion. And that's a fact. It ain't even an opinion. Now, Errol Spence responded by saying, look, I'm not seeking Roy Jones' validation. I know how good I am. And he basically just stated that he biased. I mean, because it's really nonsense what Roy Jones said. And like the way I broke it down, like I said, it just don't make sense, because Errol Spence proved himself time and time again versus better competition than a Shawn Porter. Like I said, Kell Brook was a tougher fight for Errol Spence than a Shawn Porter. Kell Brook probably a tougher fight for Errol Spence than a Keith Thurman fight. Yeah, as far as Terrence Crawford is the only fighter that could give Errol Spence problems at that weight division, but not no Shawn Porter. I don't see fighting Shawn Porter proves that Errol Spence is the truth. He been the truth. And if you ain't seen it then, if you wasn't a believer then you ain't gonna be a believer after he beat Shawn Porter. And you most likely ain't gonna give Errol Spence his credit even if he beat Terrence Crawford, if you saying that. So at the end of the day, Errol Spence is willing to fight any fighter out there, and he proved it. He already told y'all what he want to do. He want to fight Shawn Porter, and he got that fight. So after that, he want to fight the winner versus Keith Thurman and Manny Pacquiao. And after that, he will fight Terrence Crawford and unify, and then move up in weight and do the same thing to 154 and 160. And that's his plan. So at the end of the day, there's nothing to hate. He ain't talking shit. He's not a trash talker. During his interviews, he's funny without trying to be funny. and he willing to fight everyone, anytime, anywhere. He even went and fought Kell Brook in his own hometown and stopped him and earned his belt. And also, on top of all that, he's very entertaining on top of all that. So I'm not asking for nobody to give Errol Spence credit he don't deserve. I'm just saying give Errol Spence the credit he earned. Don't take credit away from him like he haven't did a damn thing. Meanwhile, you hype up other fighters that ain't did a damn thing. Lomachenko came out with like a couple fights and one loss already, and y'all already calling him pound for pound number one, including Roy Jones. So, man, that gotta stop. So, at the end of the day, subscribe below if you're trying to get smarter by the minute. If you're trying to get dumb about a second, don't listen to these casual ass fans. And if y'all like the content I'm putting out, subscribe to my channel in the description box below. And also follow Latoon Boxing if y'all like the boxing memes. He got the best boxing memes that's out there. Y'all see him on my videos that I be posting. His Instagram is also in the description box below. So show love and support and give credit where credit is deserved. That's all I'm saying. Peace, and we outie.